I'm so tired. Where's my second socks now?
It's here.
Mommy.
God's teeth is about to fall.
One time I was waiting for my teeth to fall, and then I was like, this is boring, and then I started, oh, let me wobble it so that I can fall. I went to your room, and then I said, look, my teeth is wobbling. When I wanted to go out, I came back and said, it fell out.
Oh, you use your tongue to make it go out.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. No, this is the worst thing that could ever happen to you when your teeth is falling. When we were in Nigeria and my teeth was wobbling so much, instead of daddy to just say, oh sorry, you gotta try and rest it, daddy will go take his hand. Now just
Yeah, that's just to just do it sharp instead of prolonging the
Cara,
issue.
your teeth looks clean. So here they-
Like, look at her gums. You can almost see the shape of the whole teeth. You mean?
Yeah.
Go.
Alright, can we be going?
Yes.
I'm quite early today. Oh, I've not even gotten my water. Yeah. Small ice and then water. I need more water than ice in your fridge. Because sometimes I'll tell her to fetch for water for me. Next thing, she will just give me 90% ice and 10% water. When I'm now in the gym, I'll now be doing trying to get the water out of the ice.
And the thing is, ice doesn't really well.
It's enough now because the container is enough. It's enough.
Metal.
Yeah,
This
the
is how much
container.
ice you want.
Yeah, it's just to make the water a little cold. I don't need like freezing water. That container is insulated, so the ice will not melt. In fact, it can stay cold for like 24 hours. I'll just be there in the gym, waiting for it to get water. Anyway, you guys, before I go to the gym, I started taking electrolytes just to try and help myself at the gym because I don't take protein powder. I don't eat before the gym. I don't take any supplements. You know, all these creatine and things that people take before they go to the gym or whatever, pre-workout shake or pre-workout meal or whatever. I don't do all of that. So I just started taking electrolytes inside my water to help me stay hydrated longer. I think I got this one from Amazon. I'll link it down below if you guys are interested. It is Keto Pro, so it's keto friendly, meaning that it doesn't contain sugar or anything that will throw you out of ketosis. So if you are on a keto diet, you can take it, or if you're like me that you're not on any special diet but you just don't want to start your day with consuming sweet things or sugar, then you can take this, okay? Because why I don't want to start my day with consuming sweet things or anything that has sugar or anything or any carb or whatever, or anything, to be honest, I have recognized a pattern with me that anytime I eat something in the morning, I crave food throughout the day and I eat anyhow throughout the day. But if I'm able to stay hungry for a long time, like if I'm able to just do intermittent fasting or not eat in the morning, I can actually start eating from like 1, 2, 3, 4, you know, I can have my first meal by 4 p.m. and I'll be fine. But if I even sip one small cup of, let's say, tea in the morning, by let's say by 8 o'clock, by 8:30 I'll be hungry, by 10 o'clock I'll be hungry, by 2 o'clock I'll be hungry, by 4 I'll be hungry. So I try not to eat anything that would, you know, that will evoke that feeling. So this is what it looks like. You take one small scoop like this in, can this thing focus? Yeah, one small scoop like this in 500 ml of water.
Buddy.
Can I have my straw? Please put straw for me.
Mommy, can I tell you something?
Yeah. The smell is very strong, good. It smells like berries, but it doesn't taste good. So this is it. It looks good, it smells good, doesn't taste good. So I just drink it at once, like medicine. So
Wait, can I say
watch me.
Can I say something? Funny story. Mommy,
Come
if she
to say.
doesn't like something, she'll eat it sharp or drink it sharp. For us, we will be sipping it. I could like it.
Yeah, what she's trying to say, I don't know if you guys can even hear her, is that anytime I give my children something that they don't really like or something that's unpleasant, right? They spend so much time sipping it small, be rolling it around in their mouths. I'm not like, something you don't like. For me, it's better for me to drink it as fast as possible and end the misery. But no, children is opposite. It's almost like they'll be complaining, I don't want to drink it. Then they'll now sip small. They'll now wait, now sip small again. Why? That's like prolonging your suffering. It's the same thing I do with, let's say I'm walking now and I'm tired, right? Instead of me to be walking slowly, I don't even like walking slowly. I'll walk fast so that I walk quickly and get to my resting destination. But no, some people be walking. You're not walking, you're not resting, you're just prolonging your suffering.
That reminds me, funny story.
500 ml of disgustingness. And mind you, I put the straw near my throat, like I was sipping it directly into my throat, but the aftertaste just came out. Oh, sorry. We're late! After being early, now we are late. Cora, give me my water.
Because of all the electrolytes.
Bye guys. Hey guys, I am back from the gym and I'm just going to have this plate of eggs. This is egg sauce I made in the morning for breakfast. My family, everybody had bread and egg sauce, so I just kept some for myself. The time now is past 11. It's no longer I came back from the gym. So now the reason why I am eating now, normally I eat like when my kids come back from school, but my coach told me that on days when I work out, I should make sure I'm getting enough protein in. And the only way I can make sure I do that is by eating like 2 or 3 times, because if I do just once, I won't be able to finish a very large quantity of food. Today's gym session, it was a lot. It was a lot. In fact, what I want to do now is after I eat, that's what I want to even eat now. After I eat, I'll go and have my bath and then I'll go and lie down. Because if I go and have my bath first before I eat, I might not eat, I might just end up lying down. I don't even want to remove anything. Let me just eat this, have my bath and lie down first and recover myself first before I go about my day. I've been complaining quite a bit about how cluttered this house is. First of all, how small the house is, and also how cluttered the house is. But if I have to tell myself the truth, I'm the one that is contributing largely to how cluttered this house is. Because tell me why I went to my kids' school today and I saw a section where they put, stuff for donation, like just free stuff. If you want, you can collect. And I was actually leaving. I dropped Sophia and I was going to my car when this thing caught my eye. And I was like, initially she wanted to catch me. I was like, I'm like gonna be taking free stuff, But I was just like, see, I've been, what's her name? Sophia has been giving me work in the morning before she goes to school. She will tell me to take care of her baby and all of that, and she used to make bed for her baby with this thing. So she makes a bed for her baby with this thing. This thing is for one of my storage containers. So I was like, since there's a free bed here, why don't I just get it for my grandchild? This is so stupid. No, but seriously, I was like, Sophia's baby will actually fit into this, and she'll be happy to have it. So I went back and collected it. I've cleaned this with a rag and soapy water, but I still want to use disinfectant wipes to just clean it once more, because I don't know where it has been, but it was under the sun though, so at least I know our son has touched it small, but still, let me just use disinfectant wipes and wipe it all round before I put her baby inside. This is her baby. So I took away the baby's dress to wash. So I need to wash it and put it back on. Can this one come off? This one cannot come off. I need to wash it, put it back on. Then there's also, let me get her baby beddings. I'll have to figure out what to use as the mattress and all of that. But let me just put this in here first and see. Doesn't work. Nope. My baby will sleep on Paco. This is a pillowcase. Let me use this pillowcase as blanket. All these things I'm doing, it doesn't mean that tomorrow I will not still complain that they have too many things. I will still complain about it, but you know, it is what it is. With children, that's why you go they complain, but you go still they do. Sophia will be so happy to see her baby bed. Okay, I was actually cleaning up. Vacuum. You guys, I really want to move out of this house, and there are several different reasons why I want to move out, but the major reason is the fact that this house is furnished. Okay, so for anybody who doesn't know, when we moved to the UK, we rented this house, and this house came furnished. Okay, so a little bit of backstory again for those who don't know. When we first got here, we tried to get a house that wasn't furnished, a very nice house, but last minute the landlord said he wanted to sell the house, so we didn't get it. So by the time it had gotten to that last minute rush, we decided to just get another house, and the best one we found, in all the houses that we had as options, the best one we found was this one, but it came furnished, right? And the reason why we liked this house was because of the environment. The house itself was good. It's all these new build houses. I mean, you guys know how they are, but the environment is really, really good. We're in a very nice estate. It's a very nice, chill, calm, beautiful area. So it was a no-brainer us taking this house, even though it was furnished and it is more expensive. Okay, it's not even, well, in the long run it's more expensive per month. The difference in price is not that bad, but if you calculate that figure over the months, it's actually a lot of money, right? But we didn't mind, we didn't care. We're like, we don't just need that stress of trying to look for house last minute, or trying to get furniture, or if we're gotten a house, trying to get furniture, trying to do this and settle down. We just needed to settle down first, and then the plan was that with time we will figure out the rest. Okay, so a very big plus for us was that because the house came furnished, we did not really stress ourselves with trying to get furniture, trying to set up the house and all of that. Like, zero stress. And if you guys know my story, I actually brought things from Nigeria. Okay, a moving company helped me to move some of my things from Nigeria. So things like my fridge and little stuff here and there, because I had that in addition to a furnished house, I did not stress one bit about furnishing. Okay, I don't think I bought table and chair for my kids, but aside that, I don't think I bought any major furniture except maybe something decorative here and there, right? However, over time I've started getting this itchy feeling. I don't know if it is a phase. I know it can be a phase, but I think mine is more than a phase. I think mine is the fact that it feels like I am just living in an Airbnb. Okay, that's pretty much what it feels like. It feels like I'm living in an Airbnb. I try to change a few things here and there, but it's not easy, number one, to change, and number two, you don't want to do too much because it's not your house, right? And it's not your house, not your furniture, so you have to be careful how you remove things and put things. So I try to change like curtains here and there, but still, it doesn't still feel like my home. It doesn't even feel like my rented house. It feels like I am in an Airbnb because I have to be careful about so many things. Again, the positives was that everything I needed was in the house. Even before my stuff came from Nigeria, everything I needed was in the house, okay? So again, positive is that everything I needed was in the house, but the negative is that it doesn't feel like my home. It feels like I am in an Airbnb, and I'm over, and I have overstayed my welcome, right? That's what it feels like. So I need my own space. And then added to it is the fact that the house is actually small. To me, coming from Nigeria, coming from the house I was living in Nigeria, the house is quite small. To me, I know that for UK standard, it's an okay house. It's not the biggest, but it's not that small for UK standard. But to me, I just feel choked up, okay? And I think part of why I feel choked up is the fact that if this house was empty and I had to furnish it, I would have made different decisions with some of the furnishing, okay? For instance, I wouldn't have gotten a dining table, even though now I feel like that dining table was actually a good idea, right? But I would have, okay, no, let me not use dining table, because dining table, to be honest, has actually been a very good idea. Even though I would have gotten a smaller one, let me put it that way, I'd have gotten a smaller dining table. For the rooms, I would have gotten maybe a smaller bed for my kids' rooms, or maybe even a bunk bed. I would have gotten a bunk bed on this side so that the rest of the room will have space here, right? So instead of the bed to face like this, the bed will face like this with the foot of the bed, facing the wardrobe, instead of facing the door, for feng shui reasons. But besides feng shui, just basically, I feel like if we had a double bunk, like a very slim, children double bunk here, then we would have had maybe even their table and chair would have been here, and would have had the rest of the room to move around. But because this is a double bed or whatever, because of the size of this bed, it makes the room a little bit too small. So yeah, that's just it. I really want us to move out, but I am not in the mood for house hunting. Oh God, I am not in the mood for house hunting. House hunting is something that stresses the hell out of me. See, I'll go into this maybe later, but you see this question people always ask, oh, should you live in Nigeria? Should you live in the UK? Blah, 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 blah. My answer to that is, if you are very rich, okay, like you are wealthy, and I don't mean rich by Nigerian standard, I mean wealthy by any standard anywhere in the world, then you can relocate, right? Also, if you are not doing so well, maybe you are poor in Nigeria, or you're below middle class, or you're lower middle class in Nigeria, then you should relocate. Every other person is good for you to be in Nigeria, okay? And why I say that is, aside people that don't have and have better opportunities here, I feel like if I was very rich, like I was very wealthy, when I come here, I'll just go to one exclusive, nice, neighborhood and go and buy a big house. Like buy a big house, not all this, buy a very big house, then get help. I'll be able to pay for the help, any kind of help, okay? Because it's not as if helps don't exist. They exist here, or nannies or whatever, or babysitters, or house, whatever you want to call them. They exist here, but you feel pay. So if I was very wealthy, I will hire maybe 2 housekeepers, hire like 2, and keep on ground, right? Get a groundskeeper. What else again would I get here? Get a chef, maybe one that combines as 2 or whatever. But my point is that, so yeah, what was I even saying? My battery died. We have to look for house. We are actually house hunting, but I'll give details about it in another video. But we're actually house hunting. Yeah, not in the way. Anyway, we're house hunting. Let me just leave it at that, right? We're house hunting, and yeah, it's kind of stressing my brain to look for house, because it's not easy. looking for a house is not easy. And even when you now get the house, the whole process of packing up your things and moving is something that I am not. I see when I say I'm not in the mood there. Oh my god, I don't think I can explain it well. I am so not in the mood to pack up anything and move anywhere, because at this point it's like I need some form of stability in my life. Yeah, I need some form of stability, but I definitely need more space, okay? And when I say I need more space, I don't need more space because I want to acquire more stuff, okay? I need more space because I like space. That's pretty much it, okay? I need more space because I like space. So, and I also need my own space. I need my own room, office, whatever it's going to be. I need my own. Right now, I'm currently sharing with my husband. So the space that I film in, that place I normally film in, is basically for me and my husband, because all the days he works from home, that's where he stays. You know, his laptop is there, his computer, everything, all his everything, they're there as well. So me, anytime I want to film, I have to rearrange stuff to film and then rearrange stuff back so that he can do his work. And if you're a content creator, especially one who does things like hair videos and all these kind of videos, it's annoying. Oh, it's annoying. Like, it's actually annoying. It's almost like every time you have to film, there's a whole production setup in your brain that you have to first surmount before you now do the filming. So sometimes it's discouraging. When I think of all the things I have to do and move around just to film, I'm like, I beg. So yeah, I need more space, and I'll keep you guys posted with what we end up doing or end up getting. But that's just my thoughts. I decided to share it so that anybody who is considering moving to the UK, or anybody who's not moving, anybody who's considering whether they should get a rented house or not rented, they should get a furnished house or an unfurnished house, please just go for the unfurnished house, okay? Except if you're still transitional, like maybe you haven't gotten like your dream job, or you haven't even gotten like a proper job. Maybe you're still doing side hustles here and there, or less than ideal jobs here and there, then maybe you can get a furnished house. Then when you now get your dream job, you can now get a good house close to your job and all of that, or that that'll make your job easier. But aside that, don't go for a furnished house. It's like, it's easy, it's easy at the beginning, but more stressful at the end. Okay, I don't know why this is. It just reminded me of CS and vaginal delivery. Vaginal delivery is very stressful at the beginning, right? The whole process of labor, all of that is very stressful. But once you give birth and there are no complications, you just recover quickly and you are fine and you're happy and move on with your life, right? While for CS, if it's elective especially, it's like everything is just easy up until after this. Once they just cut your belly like this, after they bring out that child, then the recovery process is when you now suffer your suffer, right? So basically, choose your suffer, okay? That's what this house is like. This house is like choosing, as in furnished house is like choosing to suffer afterwards, while unfurnished house is like choosing to suffer initially. Because yes, it's actually a lot of stress and financial burden to furnish a house and make it comfortable and conducive for you and your family, but in the long run you save yourself future stress. Okay, so just choose whichever one works best for you. But I think for me, the major thing is still that feeling of not being settled, and it affects me in other areas as well, other aspects of my life as well. That feeling of not being settled, it affects. Okay, anyway, thank you for coming to my TED talk. Let me go and continue cleaning the rest of the house that is too small and cluttered for me. Meanwhile, now we dey cuss am.